Understand this, the world, Satan, the world system is completely against faith. The world system is against your family. Look at all this LGBTQ stuff that they've got going on. It's against the family. But not only that, the world wants you to stay little so you can serve it. But personal growth is important. The men of this hour are getting weaker and weaker. And weak men lead to hard times. And America's going into hard times. But you can change that by growing personally and encouraging your children to grow personally too. The first one is faith. You've got to keep the faith. And one of the hacks, and I call it a hack, it's really not, but one of the things that God has put into our life to increase our faith is church. I'm talking about the church house, going to church 3 times a week. There have been times when I didn't want to go to church. There were times when I didn't think I needed to go to church. There were times I didn't feel like going to church. But I went anyway, and that's one of the reasons why I'm here right now. It's one of the days that my family knows that we've got set aside and we're going to church. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. We're going to go to church. And it is a specific time when we have set aside to fellowship with each other and to fellowship with God. And it's one of the reasons why I'm here right now. So if you want your faith to stay strong, go to a Bible-believing, Bible-teaching church where you feel energized and uplifted through the service, where you have freedom and liberty in the service, and go every time that the door is open. Go to church. That's an easy way to balance your faith, because it's not taking time away from anything else, because you've already made time for church. Not only that, get up early and pray. I just made a video on prayer, how to pray an hour a day. Check that out, apply it to your life. Get up early and pray, because if you don't, then things are going to start happening and you won't pray. You'll be going down the road saying, Father, thank you for all you've done. Please help me and protect me. Nothing wrong with that. But it's not like getting down and specifically setting aside a time to pray. At night or in the morning, whatever it may be, you need to try to pray. I don't, okay? I've been sick all week with COVID. It's hard to get up when you're sick, when you've taken NyQuil at night. I'm still feeling some congestion. I don't always pray. I'm not perfect. But I make plans, and I put forth an effort to pray every single day. I may go days without it, but I want to. It's always a part of my schedule, and I'm not getting away from it. Prayer is important to your faith. Not only that, another hack that I found is different podcasts that you can listen to on your smartphone. The smartphone is a distraction, and the smartphone has been destruction to family and to faith. But you can use it in your benefit if you're going to have one anyway, and that's by listening to podcasts. I have several Christian podcasts that I listen to, people who are smarter than me, people that are more experienced than me, people who are preachers that I like to hear, and you can make a playlist of them and listen to them. Not Joe Rogan, not the dirty joke people. Those people are going to get you further away from God. But you need to be listening to people who will increase your faith. And the next thing when it comes to faith is you have to realize that your body is not your own. Many times I say, well, this is my life. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I want to do. But the Bible says that you were bought with a price. You were bought with a price by blood and by the life of God. Jesus Christ died for you. Your life's not your own. So remember that you need to let your life revolve around the things of God, not the things of God revolve around your life. Faith is important. So go to church, get time in prayer, and not only that, family is very important. So another hack that goes along with family time, and I know that you may be in a place where your kids don't like it, but church, You load up in the car together and you go to church together and you spend time together, and after church you sit down and eat together. It's a time that your family has nourishment, and hopefully you're creating a habit in your children's life so they will go to church too. Now, I don't think church is God, but I think you can connect with God at church. And like I said, I've not wanted to go to church. I've been mad at my pastor before. I've been mad at my wife before. There's been all kinds of reasons why I didn't want to go to church, but I went anyway, and I'm glad that I did because I'm still here today. Okay? So remember, that faith, your faith is a relationship with God, but family is a relationship with your children and your spouse. So remember, that's important. And I'm talking about intertwining faith and family. And one thing that I have done for years and years, and I don't do it every night if we're busy, if everybody's going everywhere, but I always try to say, hey, you know what, 8 o'clock, 8:30, we're going to have devotions. Every once in a while, I've got a kid that knows we're going to have devotions, and they're in the shower. And I've got girls that take a long time in the shower. You know what? I hate to do it. I say, hey, we're going to go ahead and have devotions. We're not going to wait on them. Afterwards, I'm not mean about it, not ugly. I'm going to say, we missed you in devotions. Try to do your time around devotions. When we do devotions, they get on the couch, they're quiet, put the food up, don't bring food in here, eating during devotions. I got a 2-year-old. It makes it hard to do devotions sometimes. Sometimes it seems that they're not paying attention. What do, Chaplain Reese? You get out the Bible app, read a verse, talk about it, make up a story that has biblical principles, tell it to them, and then you go around the room, tell what you're thankful for that day, and then you have a word of prayer. It may take 10, 15 minutes. You can make it take as long as you want to, but reunite as a family and have that spiritual relationship with God. And whenever it comes to family, your life is not your own. You've got this family. You've got a wife. You've got a children. You've got a commitment to them. And it's not my will, but it's God's will. And it's also putting them first and letting them know that they're important. It's hard, but that's one way that you balance your faith, is you throw your life away and say, I'm going to dedicate myself to God. And another way that you balance your family is you throw everything away. I don't have many hobbies. I always talk about this fish aquarium. This fish aquarium, I built the stand, I bought the empty tank, and I put this thing together, and I sit here and enjoy it for about 30 minutes to an hour a day. I watch the fish, I look at the plants, but as far as hunting, as far as anything that takes up a lot of my time, I don't have any hobbies like that. I don't spend money on old cars, fixing them up. I don't do all those things because I want to have more time for God and my family, because they're the most important. Now, you can incorporate some things. There's nothing wrong with my son. He fishes all the time. There's nothing wrong going fishing with your son. There's nothing wrong with riding horses with your daughters, or taking them to ride horses, whatever. But I'm talking about things that just consume your time. You need to try to stay away from that as much as possible. That personal growth. If you're not growing and you're getting smaller, whether it's in grace or whether it's mentally, physically, all of those things, it's important to grow. And one of the things that you can do is you can have a mentor, someone to mold your life after that challenges you to grow. It may be a pastor, or it may be a book. If you look at my books over here, there's no telling how many books that I have of Andrew Murray. And that's another hack. You can go to Audible and you can get a free audiobook. Just make sure you unsubscribe it as soon as you get it. And there is a Andrew Murray collection. You may think it's boring, but I think it's challenging to faith. There's an Andrew Murray collection that has, I don't know how many hours of his books being read on audio. So all you do is you get that app and you find Andrew Murray. You get that long book. Another good one that's there, another mentor of mine, Ian Bounds. They're how I grow in faith. They challenge me. Their lives challenge me. The words that they say, they tell Bible stories, and I learn from them. So go. It's free. You sign up and you get your free book, and then you unsubscribe. And later on, they'll send you an email that says, hey, if you sign up again, we'll sign you up. You get 3 books for, or maybe another book for just $2, and you sign up again, but you make sure you unsubscribe because it's expensive. It's like $14 a month for one book. Not only that, I haven't ever had any medical problems really. I had COVID this week, but as far as medical problems, I haven't had any. But I do take vitamins. I don't know if they help. People say they help. My wife got me a great Christmas present. She spent a lot of money, and I actually sent in blood tests to a vitamin company. They told me what vitamins that I was deficient in. And one of the vitamins that I'll share with you is vitamin D3. It's either D3 or D10. So don't spend all your money on that. Listen to me, it was one of the only ones. Get a good multivitamin. I think I take a 1-a-day multivitamin, and then some D3 on top of that, maybe some magnesium on top of that, and just take those. It might make you feel better. It may keep you from getting cancer. I don't know, but I take a vitamin every day, and that's one way that I keep my body from decreasing. One of the ways that you can reverse aging is by eating right, and I don't always do that, and exercise. I have kettlebells. You can do a kettlebell swing where you basically take the kettlebell and you swing it through your legs and make it come back up. Look up kettlebell swing, and it is said to be a full body workout. I'm not good at exercising. I'm not consistent with exercising, but I have them all out there, and it's something I plan to do every single day. So I want to encourage you for personal growth to exercise, get a kettlebell, get some vitamins, drink some water. And not only that, for your personal growth, take a look at somebody else's life and help them grow. Give them advice, mentor them, encourage them, disciple them. And that will give you a fulfillment to help you grow. So I wanted to encourage you with those 3 things, with faith, with family, and personal growth. The world wants to push you away from those things and wants to destroy all of those things, but let's keep them alive in our lives and in our families' lives. This is Chaplain Reese signing off. Don't forget to read your Bible and pray every day. Don't forget I love you and appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video. God bless.